So she's telling on herself.
Just like this kind of thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay?
I'm on her team.
If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might this is different.
No, I'm back in the middle. Never mind.
If he's like choking me or like pinning me or something.
Bro, this is not a relationship. This is WWE.
Oh!
It's the main event, WrestleMania. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Vince, and today we are back with another reaction. Today we're gonna react to when the killer calls the police. Now this is out of the normal. This never happened. So let's get into it. We finna see what's finna happen. Let's go.
And now all of a sudden this is all happening.
What's his name?
Christian Tobecha Obumsali.
Christian?
Please, I'm scared of him.
She looked like she lying.
April 2022, Miami police received a terrifying phone call.
I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm. Oh, my boyfriend is dying of a stab. Ma'am, what is the address? 134 Northeast 7 times. Baby, I'm so sorry.
What the heck?
27-year-old Christian Toby Obumsali was bleeding out in his girlfriend's lap with a brutal stab wound to the chest.
Okay.
When police arrived, pools of blood were found all over the apartment, and Toby was barely clinging to life.
Huh? She tried to self-report in real life? This is not Among Us. What is she doing?
OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny had met Toby back in 2020. The two seemed to be deeply in love, but behind closed doors, things were completely different. The couple were known to have violent fights, and the police were even called multiple times to their apartment. But their biggest argument would take place in April of 2022 and result in Toby bleeding out and begging for his life. Courtney told police she had nothing to do with it, but police thought differently. So she was brought in for questioning, and a 5-hour-long interrogation began.
My apologies for being absolutely covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. Alright? Things happen, and you can't control it. Okay? How long have you guys been together?
About 2 years.
So what's her story?
2 years, yeah. Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I know.
monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still doing X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank God.
The detectives tell Courtney that Toby is in the hospital, but alive. Detectives are usually unaware of how a suspect will react to certain information, so it's often safest to open by easing any worries they may have and talking in a non-accusatory manner.
So he don't know. He could be dead. He could be dead for all we know. Bro, so I'm trying to figure out how she thought she was gonna get out of this. There's only 2 people there. Her and the dude that's dead. One of them gotta be the killer. Come on now.
This makes the suspect feel more relaxed and more likely to open up.
Ain't nobody break in.
Just got back together. I had broken up with him.
Yeah.
And then he came back the last 2 nights. And then started into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted. Or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen.
Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what.
This girl is crazy.
Yes, I'm an influencer.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media?
Instagram, LinkedIn.
I knew she was gonna say that.
And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and invest in crypto.
So neither of them have real jobs.
To a house. So, have an apartment, and then we're like, maybe just move here for a year.
Well, hold on, let me stop there. Stock and crypto could be a real job, right? Oh, and OnlyFans, they be making money. So let me stop that. I rebuke that statement. I take it back.
And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. It's a golden retriever. We're gonna name Mello. So we're gonna get the house. So we can have a backyard.
And you killed him.
2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while. Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
The detectives can tell Courtney is in a vulnerable state, but at the end of the day, they're there to solve a crime. Courtney's being investigated for stabbing Toby, and the only defense she's given so far is that there was an argument and things got out of hand. If Courtney did in fact do what she's being accused of, being forced to think about her past and future with Toby would really be messing with her emotions, causing her to become more vulnerable and hopefully lead to an easy confession.
Okay.
Start from the start. You guys are supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happens after that?
Like I said, a little bit before, I was doing laundry.
Okay.
And tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he was going to bike first.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he came back with a Subway sandwich, and I said something about like, "Oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me?" Like,
okay. I thought she was gonna get mad about the Subway sandwich.
Said, yeah, I shared it, and I was like, "Oh, when did you do that?" And he goes, "The other day, like when you were done with me." And I was like, "Okay, well, fair enough." Like reshare it, and then he told. I mean, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again, and I don't know what I was thinking, but it just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
I'm not trying to be biased to the dead dude at all, because I'm on his team, as you can tell. But she's not making a good case. Like, she's saying sounds like a bad girlfriend, no? And how y'all feel about that location? So I feel like that, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's like, okay, cool. But sometimes it can cause problems. Like, they doing too much. It shouldn't be like a deciding factor in your relationship. That's all I'm going to say.
I wouldn't have been. I love him. But maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe it'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me.
Because you pressed him first?
He ended up pinning me against the wall.
Cat.
I mean, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, they were looking at my neck and I was like, I mean, I'm not saying like choking me like, you know, whatever. But I mean, he had my like neck. Like, and this happened twice before. Where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor.
Maybe she right.
I could not breathe. And I don't think that he is trying to kill me. But I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared. I'm on the floor. And you have me pinned. Get my mom on the phone. So this happened like over by the door and somehow moved like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. And then he just like, I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them. And I was like, I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just like, I mean, I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because, I mean, earlier, that was happening 2 other times, I couldn't breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And
so she's telling on herself.
Think, like, just like this kind of thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay?
I'm on her team.
If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might I mean, this is different.
No, I'm back in the middle. Never mind.
If he's like choking me or like pinning me or something.
Bro, this is not a relationship. This is WWE. This is the main event, WrestleMania. That's what it sounds like. What the? Choking me, pinning me to the ground. Bro, he was waiting on the count. 1, 2, 3. That's what he was waiting on.
And I can't breathe. He might go too long. So I grab my knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer.
He needs to just get it, break up.
No intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Oh,
so,
she
well,
threw
I was
it
by
at
my
him?
fridge, and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa. I'm trying to think in my head.
If she's saying don't come any closer, okay, I'm not pausing a lot, my bad. But if she's saying don't come any closer, right? And the dude is all 10 feet away. That's a long ways. And you got your knife like this. I mean, Do you really feel like you're being threatened still? Call the police.
To recap, Courtney says that an argument started when the pair had both stopped sharing their phone locations that resulted in him pinning her against the floor and her retaliating by throwing a kitchen knife across the room, piercing him in the chest.
That little
Courtney
knife.
also clearly states that her attack was in self-defense and specifically involved her throwing a knife 10 feet across the apartment that landed perfectly in his chest, causing him to bleed out and fear for his life.
So then, you were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was in front of the fridge. He was by the couch. Yes. And then behind my island.
Then what kind of movements did he make at the moment? He was going to walk
running
up?
At me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
Doing he had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
She killed him on purpose.
Yes.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever. But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what had just happened, I was scared. And I was on the phone with my mom and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With his hands over your neck?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Oh!
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Oh.
I started trying to hit him.
Why you didn't run?
And then...
You went back for more. You tried to get it back in blood. It didn't work.
When I'm trying to remember like a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy and whatever.
He shouldn't be putting his hands on her though,
write
period.
down, like, all the details so you don't forget. Just like write it all out clearly so that it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else.
Okay.
But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to like write down exactly what happened. And I haven't really even like fully thought about it. So honestly my answer is I don't remember.
That's fine. Okay. You guys have a history of violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long, sir?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Year and a half to 2 years.
So how many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know. But we shouldn't be together.
Have you made a report before?
As long as you know.
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually about a year ago, and he was detained.
And what happened there?
He had pushed me in the.
Why did she take him back?
It wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
The couple had also been involved in another incident in Las Vegas less than a year earlier. Police were called to their apartment after a loud argument was heard, as well as glasses smashing on the floor and walls.
Yeah, they shouldn't be together.
The apartment was trashed when police arrived, and Courtney's story was all over the place.
Why did you call for help?
Because we were getting really loud. We were getting loud. And I was like, oh my God, we're gonna like do damage to the room or something. Not damage to each other. Like I really want to like.
Why would you think?
That.
Why would you think that you were gonna do damage to the room?
I like throwing something or like.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
No.
So why would you think that there is damage to the room?
Right.
Because I've done that before in our house.
Oh.
And
What have you done?
Thrown a glass and a plate.
Did you throw a glass or a plate at him today?
No.
Okay. So if
No, this was before.
Okay. So when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Dude, she keep covering for him. If he really hurting her, she should have just left, and vice versa, he should have left.
But that sounds like me. So.
Courtney was brought to jail and held for 12 hours overnight, but Toby refused to press charges and advocated heavily for release. This may seem like nothing, but police did conclude that Courtney had attacked him that night by throwing a glass at his head. If nothing else, it proves that Courtney was capable of attacking Toby unprovoked and opens up an entirely new avenue for this investigation.
She got a track
However,
record.
It also turns out that police had been in contact with the couple more recently. In fact, they'd actually been called by security to their apartment the day before the attack.
But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely no reason. Absolutely none. They harassed, not the police, but security guards from the...
They're not going to mess with you for no reason, buddy.
Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me.
The cops were called, however, and captured an entire exchange on body cams, providing a stark contrast to the story that Courtney gave here.
You didn't call.
I didn't. Nobody.
I called. You called.
What?
Okay. What's going on? Hold on, man. Let him talk. Okay. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The front desk personnel, she informed us that Miss Courtney, her boyfriend, was trying to get into the elevator. And she had her hand out like this. And she was like, oh no, don't come inside the elevator.
Okay.
So we asked her, I said, do you want him to leave the property? She said no, she don't want him to.
I did not say that. I said yes.
Hold on.
Courtney, what's going on?
It's like I be trying to have sympathy, y'all, but it's hard when you put yourself in situations like this. He trying to leave. He trying to. You won't let him. What he supposed to do?
What do you need?
What? She's crazy. Like up here.
My boyfriend.
All right. So what do you want us to do?
I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
We don't issue those.
Because no, I'm serious.
Courts.
Can I do that?
You have to go to court. You have to go to downtown.
How can I make myself first?
Courtney is obviously extremely panicked in this footage and seems less concerned about any possible that she may have been sustaining and more worried about getting a restraining order before Toby can. It's also important to note that the building's security noticed her pushing Toby out of the elevator and screaming at him and mentioned absolutely no aggression coming from him. As the evidence mounts up, it's starting to get increasingly more likely that Courtney's whole self-defense story might be straying slightly away from the truth.
Yeah, that's out of there.
But as is almost always the case in situations like these, everything is still hearsay, and officially debunking her claims is going to be a challenge for the detectives.
They gotta get her
But
to
after
confess.
leaving her alone for almost an hour and letting her change clothes, they return to the interrogation room with some more news for her.
He died.
You're living in a nightmare right now.
Yes.
You know?
I will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
Yeah.
And I've been asking so
and
much.
that's what we're waiting for. Okay.
No, he died.
I feel like at the end, I mean, if he's not, that's a lot worse for me.
So they've asked for an update, and I asked them for an update as well, so they're checking.
Oh, we don't know yet.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I will do with myself if he's not okay.
No matter
I mean,
what.
I clearly we can't be together.
No matter what happens, no matter where this falls, right? It's out of our control.
So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it.
Oh my gosh. I knew it. And come on now. She just killed that man. For what? It better, like, I want to hear what she gonna say.
Okay.
Look at this reaction.
Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could. And
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay.
L actor. Trash actor.
Christian died. Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
What?
Relax. You're fine.
No.
Calm down.
Can I have a hug? This is getting awkward. I would be over there cringing like.
I need to hug my mom. I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this.
This
that's not true. That's not real, right?
She would be breaking down.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
The last thing he ate was Subway. What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, what if it had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died?
So we can't change what's occurred and get him before. So just step by step. So you'll get through this, all right?
I don't believe she threw the knife. I think she
stabbed him. It's easy to tell by the detectives' reactions that they're fairly convinced what happened was indeed self-defense. In fact, one of them was even talking earlier about how he's sure she'd be allowed home that night and that everything was going to be fine.
Y'all falling for this? Oh, nah. No. No. Are y'all falling for this? Are y'all? Because I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it one bit. Come on now. She couldn't give it to me for free and I'll take it. She's lying. Let me tell you how it would have went. Christian's dead. If it was legit, they would have been like, yeah, Kristen didn't make it. She would have, no, screaming and stuff, broke down. I don't know though.
So it obviously wasn't hard for her lawyer to convince them officially that she wasn't guilty, and she was let off without any charges.
Wow.
But
she got away?
The detectives weren't aware of any of the evidence mentioned so far.
Oh.
All they know is what Courtney told them. So as time went on, evidence started to mount up, and the Abumseli's case was starting to become stronger and stronger. The body cam videos started to become publicly available, and the true nature of her previous arrests came to light. There were also unflattering videos such as this one showing her drunk in public just days after her release.
Yeah, and they're seeking justice. Yeah, what? Let's all videotape her. Right now, you should go.
Oh yeah, get her.
You should go. You just know her boyfriend. Yeah, you did. Yeah, and yeah, okay, cool.
Sure, people make mistakes and drink too much. But when you're seen acting like this in public just days after bawling your eyes out in an interrogation room,
you should be inside.
You don't exactly get painted in the best light. Just days later, footage secretly recorded by Toby was found on his phone displaying Courtney violently screaming at him, using aggressive language, hitting him across the face, and using racial slurs.
Dude, my heart hurts.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a yes.
Oh my gosh. What did you just say? Hold on. Did he just let her say that?
You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a yes, thank you. Coming from thank you.
I want you to get away.
They really be racist for real.
Due to this,
they really
and
be racist.
Many other accounts stating that Courtney was well and truly the one, she was officially taken to court by Toby's family. This is where the final nail in the coffin was delivered by a medical examiner who'd observed Toby's body and come to a conclusion.
Get it back in blood.
Now, based on the information you received that the defendant was alleged to have thrown this knife, do your observations support that?
Nope.
If the person who supposedly did this is an expert knife thrower and the knife is the type of knife that you can throw, I guess that could have happened.
Did you receive any information that the defendant was a knife thrower?
No.
So based on that fact that you did not receive that information, would it support that?
No.
And what would you expect to see a knife do if someone just flung it at somebody?
It would just hit the body and bounce off.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that 10 feet, bro. 10 feet. You throw a kitchen knife, most it's gonna do is stick you like a pencil or something. Be like, maybe you might get a little cut somewhere, poke your eye out, maybe. It's not going through like thick muscle meat. He has some meat on him, through his ribs, into his heart. No.
Now, as a result of this case, did you come to a cause, or did you make a determination as to the cause and manner of death?
Yes.
Could you please explain?
Multiple stabs.
The cause of death was stab wound of right subclavian artery. The manner of death was homicide.
Oh, I didn't hit his heart.
As of April 2023, Courtney is currently awaiting what's become one of the most anticipated trials in modern history. She faces life in prison on account of second-degree murder, with all of the evidence stacked against her. It's not looking good
she
for
looked
her
rough
as we
too.
prepare to see if she'll be spending the rest of her life behind bars.
Yo. Yeah. She's clearly crazy. There's something wrong with her. That's not normal. And come on, I don't know how they even bought that. They threw I guess maybe. But 10 feet is a long way. Maybe it could hit an artery or something. It's a bunch of things that could have happened. and I guess he didn't die right away. I don't know. But she tried to self-report like Among Us, man. This was crazy. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in this video. It was crazy to me. But y'all know, so if y'all enjoyed the video too, make sure to comment button, like button, notification button, subscribe button, all of them, because guess what? We gone.